I'm Talia Greene, true crime influencer, and this is my worst case of imposter syndrome ever. Behind us is the crumbling neon sign of Cold River. 30 years ago, this place was the site of a cultish massacre. Now, it's been reborn as a tourist attraction, and I'm here to prove it's nothing but a gimmick. Beside me stands Drew Bishop, paranormal investigator, quiet, methodical, with an EMF meter in his hand and a smirk that says he's already sold on the supernatural. He's the yin to my skeptical yang. I'm here for debunking. He's here to unearth spirits. Somehow, together, we make a compelling package. Our camera rolls as we step into the lobby, wood-paneled walls still streaked with age. The smell of stale coffee and carpet lies heavy in the air. Ruby and Portia, the sisters who resurrected this motel as a macabre shrine, greet us with wide eyes and enthusiastic sales pitches. Check in, take a tour, get your fear on. The first night is ordinary enough. Guests milling about the recreation rooms. A fake seance, some stage jump scares, classic tourist trap stuff. But then the lights flicker in room 217, coincidentally, where the clerk and his girlfriend were slaughtered 30 years ago while wearing Baphomet masks. It's Drew who notices. The EMF spikes, the camera shakes. A voice soft, drowning in echoes, whispers across empty air. Help us. My heart kicks. I dismiss it as frayed wires or audio bleed, but Drew's stare nails me. He heard it too. Morning brings denial. Ruby denies all electrical faults. Portia smiles too wide. They laugh off our unease. That evening, things get darker. Late at night, the surveillance camera in the back hallway catches something. Two silhouettes moving in unison, bare feet, swaying. It's warmer here, stale, like sweat and regret. Drew and I watch the playback in horror as a shape-tall cloaked stops before room 217. Tilts its head. Floyd, Shirley. Drew whispers, as if naming ghosts old as sinew. We decide to document it. Full infrared tour through identical corridors. Drew holds the camera. I narrate in hushed incredulity. In room 217, a dresser drawer opens by itself. A folded photograph tumbles out. Two smiling faces, Floyd and Shirley, the clerk and his girlfriend. Their eyes dot dead. I demand logical explanation. Drew whispers, they died here. We just made them home. We sleep or pretend. At dawn, the breakfast room is silent except for Ruby on the phone, voice shaking, the RV destroyed. Storm blew it into the ditch. That was Floyd and Shirley's chance to escape or return. That evening, the real horror begins. The power cuts. The group spreads out, me documenting, Drew scanning. In the kitchen, clatter of pots. In room 213, we hear sobbing. We go in nobody. And on the wall, scrawled in ketchup, finish IT. My pulse races, my script deflates. Drew's face fades in infrared, frightened. We confront Ruby and Portia, they admit it. Floyd and Shirley came back. That's why the motel reopened. A shrine. But not for fans, they are worshippers, hoping to complete a ritual. They want to bring Baphomet into our world. I record the conversation, heart pounding. We decide to leave now. But as we step into the hallway, the doors lock. The lights flicker red, a chanting hum, indistinct, ancient, alive. The corridor stretches impossibly long. A figure appears at the end, tall, robed and floating, impossibly. We both freeze, finish it. The whisper again, we run. The corridors twist. Doors open to reveal scenes. A recreated massacre tableau. Beds soaked in dark stains. In one room, mannequins wearing the motel clerk's clothing, heads bowed. In another, an altar built from motel furnishings. The room numbering shifts, 217, appears at every turn, even where it shouldn't. I realize the motel is collapsing into itself, folding back to that night in 1995. Then we see them, Floyd and Shirley pale, translucent, eyes empty. They step forward, arms outstretched. They place a hand on Drew's shoulder. His EMF meter spikes. The camera catches it all, every pulse of light, every breath of fear. They whisper, "Help us finish it." My voice trembles as I narrate. They re-not asking us to leave. They re-asking us to become part of it. Drew grabs my hand. I twist the camera. We retreat. We sprint. But the motel fights back. Doors slam shut. Hallway lights flicker to static. The AC wears cold wind blasts our jackets. We burst through the lobby. Ruby and Portia stand there, ritual candles in hand, chanting. Flames, static, chanting. Ruby's voice cracks. Finish the ritual. We duck behind the front desk. I scrap the altar with my foot. Sparks, the candles topple. The humming stops. Silence. The power returns. Harsh fluorescent light floods the lobby. Ruby and Portia kneel, defeated. The spirits vanish. The motel falls quiet. We stagger outside. Rain smears the neon sign. The storm has passed. We look at each other and both understand. The motel isn't open. It wasn't a tourist trap. It was a vessel. Drew drops to his knees. I breathe into the camera mic. We came to investigate, and we almost became the story. In the weeks since, I've reviewed the footage frame by frame. The whispers, the altered space, the repeated mantra. Finish IT. It wasn't just a demand. It was an invitation. So why am I telling you this? Because the spirits of Floyd and Shirley aren't resting. They aren't at peace. They need closure they were denied. They need to finish. And if their voices are still here, echoing through empty hallways, then maybe they're not done calling new arrivals yet. This is Talia Greene. I came to debunk Cold River Motel. What I found was a place alive with hunger. And now the question isn't if it calls you back, but if you'll answer. End of recording.